10 minutes. This format really opens up the ice and delivers greater opportunities for scoring. Certainly, it'll test the players' skills and endurance. Here's how the All-Star teams are looking. There's a definite local Melbourne flavour here.
Here come the Braves, and a save there, and they score! So here's Lassen with a shot, and he scores! And he drives it, walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first blood! Teresic hits a shot, and he scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores! And towards Cox, Cox gets a shot away, Davis makes the save, no, it's in! It's in! Perth take the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Hello and welcome everyone to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium for this Australian Ice Hockey League game here tonight. The Perth Thunder, the visiting team, and the host team, the Newcastle Northstars. Peter Lambert here with Stephen Lindsay. Welcome, Stephen.
Oh, Peter, what a great moment it is tonight between these two teams from either side of the continent. Both on 10 points, both looking for bragging rights, both want the maximum points for tonight. So there couldn't be more on the line than what there is.
A little bit of pressure on these teams tonight, both feeling the pressure of the ladder, trying to stay in touch with the top two. Melbourne Ice and Canberra getting a bit of a lead.
Well, the fact that the top 6 teams are within 3 points of each other just shows you how tight the league this is. I mean, the Northstars have played more games than anybody else. That's helped them keep them in the race, but they're certainly good enough to be in the race. So all they've got to do is pick a win tonight.
They've had a very tough start to the season, lots of away games, majority being away, against other fellow top 4 teams mostly. So it's been a tough start, and they're just a little below par there, below 50%. So tonight is going to be important for them for the same reason it's important for the Perth Thunder.
Well, the first game against the Perth Thunder in Perth, the Northstars didn't have all their imports. There's a couple that had just flown in. Some of the local boys couldn't make it over there, so they were a little bit on demand. Congratulations to the Thunder for winning, but I think the Northstars have a much stronger team tonight, and they're playing at home. With this crowd behind them, you can't get anything better than that.
The Northstars have taken to the ice, and going to the net is Nick Mizzen. Looks like he'll be starting for tonight, Steve.
Well, I guess that's a good idea to get him go straight to the net so he can start.
I'm a man of logic, Stephen. Well, maybe Charlie was going to go in and psych him out.
All right, they could be trying to trick us, Peter. They could be trying to trick us.
And who do you think will start for the Perth Thunder? I'm guessing Peter DeSalvo.
I don't think there's any risk that he won't be starting tonight. DeSalvo is huge goalie for the Perth this year. I mean, his .940 save percentage speaks for itself. He's really kept the Thunder in the games because they haven't been a high-scoring game, but he's been keeping them in games because of his goaltending. 94%.
That's stratospheric levels.
Absolutely, outstanding.
Steve, we might go over the team list if we can. With the Perth Thunder, I've got in number 3, Robert Hazelhurst. Number 8, David Kudler. Number 12, Kieran Webster. Number 15, Lyndon Lodge. Number 16, Jonathan Bremer. Number 17, Liam Jeffries. 21, Tomek Sack. 25, Alistair Pundler. Number 26, Simon Kudler. 27, the captain is Jamie Woodman. Number 28, Jessica Bernard. Mark McCann in 33. Peter Salvo, 35 in net, as we mentioned. Benjamin Bro 36, 42 is Christian Ouellette, and 55 per Daniel Goranson.
For the Northstars, we do have a couple of players out injured tonight, but the team still is very strong. Number 3, Matt Lindsay, one of our assistant captains. Number 8 is Hamish Powell. Number 9, Matt Morantz, leading the scoring in the league so far with Poulin. Number 11, Tim Stanger. It's his birthday today, so I'm sure he's hoping for a great game. 12 is Joe Hutcherick. Number 20, our captain, Robert Malloy. 23, another alternate captain for the team, Matt Wattini. 24, Jonathan Ruth. 25, playing defence, Dave Ferrari. 27, Liam Manwaring, who's mooted to be playing quite a bit tonight, so he'll be looking forward to that. Number 31, Charlie Smart. Number 33, second goaltender, Nick Mizzen. Number 44 is Felix Poulin, who I said is leading the scoring in the league so far with Morantz. Number 71, Shane Southwood. 91, Pat Naden. 96, another import, Steve Kuhn, and 58, Hayden Sheard. A very strong lineup indeed.
Just pause for a minute, look at the national anthem. Here on the back of the next time of night, we've got 50 minutes on the clock. We're about to start this period. Both teams are going to their respective nets. They'll exchange final messages. This is the captain's time, Steve.
Oh, we're just going to talk about the last couple of little things that we're going to focus on tonight. The coaches have been through the game plan with both teams, and there's no point trying to tell them 40 things. Just one or two little things to concentrate on, and then we can regroup at the end of the first and start again. So both teams will have their set plays that they want to try and get in place immediately, and Perth look quite relaxed actually as they're going through it. Jamie Woodman is quite a relaxed guy, so he'll be leading this team through example, there's no doubt about that, but also through his words. He'll keep them calm.
Yeah, words can make a big difference. We've got Tim Stanger's birthday today. Happy birthday, Tim. And just a report from Canberra last week, it was a week before, when Zane scored 3 goals. When I talked to the guys, 2 other people brought up. One was Hamish Powell, because he dug out the puck out of the corner by checking and digging out for at least 2 of those goals. And the other one was Tim Stanger, just getting the guys going on the bench.
Absolutely. I mean, you need those G-up guys that are helping you the whole time.
We're on the way here. Perth Thunder have the puck. Dumping it in there was Ouellette, and I've got to stop a play. Looks like offside.
And they're calling it a deliberate offside, so they brought it all the way back. This will be an important face-off for the Northstars. Morantz will want this.
Rick West is the linesman. He's waved out Bernard. And Bro comes in. That's won by Morantz. Newcastle have it. Into the corner. Morantz, number 9. Hands it off. And it's scooped out of the way there by Bernard. To the far corner. Newcastle keep it in. Shot on net. Rebound. Saved by DeSalvo. Hard into the boards goes 96 Kewen. Ouellette fires it up ice. Hazelhurst has some space, but he's left the puck behind. And behind Mizzen's net it goes. In front, shoots, scores! Perth in front in the first minute, leading by a 1-0.
How often do you see that? The miss just down here on the Thunder net by Kuhn. I mean, he's probably just scratching. How did I miss that? Goes straight down the other end, and Perth put it in on a nice backhand shot there from Bro, it looks like.
Man left out front there on his own.
Yeah, Perth, the players are too good to be left alone in front of the net, and that's an obvious statement. And Bro made this pay for it.
Well, Newcastle will chase again. They've become good at it, but maybe a little too good. Too much practice. Chance again. Trying to bring it in front, right in front of Mizzen, but this one's cleaned up in Newcastle defence. Kudla has it.
Good great forecheck there by Pat Naden.
Into the corner. And separated from the puck, Kudla. The puck wasn't nearby, and he's been called for an interference.
And that's a good call, and a great play there by Pat Naden. All he needed to do was put pressure on the Perth Thunder, and he was going to draw the penalty. This allows now the power play unit to come on for the Northstars, and it is a dangerous unit.
It's not need to be. They're 1 down already.
Well, they got scored on, so they'll want to get this back right now.
They will. 13:38 left in this first period. Alcharik is sent back to the circle. He's right in the cage after taking a shot in the face in Canberra last weekend. That was a puck. Kewen misses the puck. It bounces over his stick at the blue line. Then he goes back to retrieve. Pullen back to Kewen, goes through him, and Morantz will need to clean up. Newcastle not connecting tape to tape at the moment. That's a clean pass, and they'll break in on the left wing. Bring it inside, drops it off. Waite shoots. And it was Kewen to the blue line. Morantz at the far side. And a touch there by Hazelhurst, and the puck will bounce down to Mizzen's end.
And Northstars not quite clicking at the moment. They're just not getting the opportunity to use each other.
No, they don't look very coordinated so far. Breaking out now, Pullen. Under pressure from Roulette. Neutralised and tapped, and it will go into the Thunder end. Morantz into the corner. Can't cut it off from Hazelhurst, who's a fast skater. Kept in the zone, but there's no blue jerseys down low. It's tossed down ice, and that should be icing. No, it's waved off.
Yeah, that's because we're on the power play.
The
second unit is on now, so we'll have to see if they can generate any offense, because certainly the first unit wasn't able to.
Into the zone. It bounces over the stick of DeSalvo. He's out of his net. Sends it around the board. Thunder in position, but that's cut off. Shot, saved by DeSalvo with the blocker. Matt Lindsay gets to the puck. Southwood in the corner. Centre ice, bouncing around. Malloy settles it down, hands it off, gets it back. Half boards.
That's Manwaring.
Manwaring again. It's loose, picked up by Naden in front. No, it goes right through and out the other side, and there's a foot race. Matt Lindsay's. He's got to keep up. It's Kudla. Shot, save with the pads.
That was a great reaction save from Mizzen. He couldn't really see it because of the screen, but he got his leg there. Great save.
Shot, done a good save again by Mizzen with the pad, and sweeps it out the way. Trying to push it and chase it there, Malloy, but it's cut off by the Thunder and sent back into the Newcastle end. Battle down low. Thunder winning these battles so far.
Yeah, the power play unit's just not quite clicking there. The Perth Thunder, to their credit, were very, very quick to every player that had it, so they're putting pressure on the Northstars. But they also kept them very, very wide as well, too. So any shots that came through weren't really dangerous. But I'm really impressed with Morantz on his face-offs. He's making sure that he's winning each of them and that we've got control. He's doing a good job.
Yes, I know with the Canberra game with the call down there, Northstars were winning at least 3 out of 4. That was a big advantage for them.
Oh, possession is everything.
Back on the way in, Perth have taken it back to their end as they regroup. Woodman shakes off a check. I think it's Jonathan Ruth. Into the corner and play will stop. Nice and cold. Back to Newcastle's end they go.
Yeah, great hustle there by this third line of the Northstars, and they're very unlucky there on that icing. I mean, it was icing, but I mean, the pressure that they were putting on didn't really reflect the fact that the puck should be back here in their own zone.
Face off to the right of Mizzen. 1-0 lead for the Perth Thunder. Won by Thunder. That's off some gear and off the ceiling, and that will stop play.
Jonathan Ruth putting his body on the line there to block that. And getting the whistle that they needed so that they could change.
On comes the line of Kewen, Morantz, and Pullen. Newcastle chip it forward, and that was a pretty big interference there. Nowhere near the puck. About 20 metres away. Play continues. Newcastle back even now. Into the zone. Hacharik gets it forward. Pullen's going deep. Hacharik tries a cute angle and it goes out the other side past the Salvo. Up the boards. Hazelhurst passes, trying to get the pass inside in front of Mizzen, and the body's banging to the boards down there. That was Matt Morantz.
There's some really nice play there by the Northstars, getting out of their own zone through the neutral zone, just putting it in little quiet areas so they could get it out. They didn't have to put it to someone, just had to get it in a quiet area.
Perth Thunder pick up the puck in their own end. Woodman now under pressure from Naden. A couple Aussie youth and junior players on the sprint down the right wing, and a shot and a save by Nick Mizzen.
Yeah, this is a really good hustle line for the Northstars. Pat Naden, Shane Southwood, Liam Manwaring, and Liam would certainly be enjoying the fact that he's got now a regular shift on the second line. So the speed and the control that they're showing is good, mature beyond their years.
Face up to the left of Nick Mizzen. Behind the net it goes, pushed in front, but there's blue jerseys there to take control of it. Up they come in the middle. Going wide, goes inside, but picked off by the Perth Thunder.
That was unlucky for Southwood. He tried to pass the puck off. It would have been a shot, would have been better.
In the corner. Dug out by the Perth Thunder. And I think they're onside. The play continues. Pressure down at Newcastle's end. Centering attempt is cut off.
Here we go. Unlucky pass there, Kuhn. Thought that he had that. It was a great play there by Morantz. Still keeping the pressure on. Oh, how good was that skill from Hacharik?
Thrown down ice, and that should be icing. And it is. 8 minutes and 19 left in the period.
That was created by Hacharik, taking on three of the Perth Thunder boys, using his body to protect the puck so that they actually got it under pressure. And when they got it, all they could do was throw it down the ice, so that we get an icing call down here in the Perth end, just to the right of De Salvo.
Face off to the right of De Salvo. Kudla has got two men and gets it out. It's into the corner. Battle won by Morantz. Thunder take it up the middle. Malloy, as he loves to do, hangs out the hips for a hip check.
He would have been disappointed that he just missed that.
Newcastle battle for the puck.
Thunder are doing a good job controlling the play at this stage.
It's a bit mixed up down there. Lots of change of possession. Currently Perth Thunder have it out to the corner. Fired a shot, it's cut off by the Newcastle. Here they come up the middle. Cross ice pass, picked up. Naden shoots, saved by De Silva. Ouellette goes up the right wing, he's got support. Shot from a wide angle, and it's set aside by Mizzen. Hazelhurst hands it off. Nice close passing by the Thunder. Bernard Shot is sent wide. Play will stop. 7 minutes and 2 left in the period.
Again, you can see great plays that lead to pressure. Down in this end into Perth, Bro threw himself in front of that puck, took the shot, was able to get up and then join the rush down the other end to get a shot on Mizzen. It was just terrific hockey, It's obvious that Perth have come to play, and they're really putting a lot of pressure on the Northstars at this stage of the game. But no one can complain about the speed of this game. This is phenomenal.
Lodge. Stolen by Newcastle. They go up the middle. Quick shot, and it's saved by Silva. Matt Lindsay going deep. He's got Hayden Sheed out there with him. Lodge takes it behind his net. DeSalvo calling the shots. Hit. Bernard and Sheed come together. This is a youth line for the Thunder. Tries to set up the backdoor pass, but didn't connect. That was Kieran Webster on the far post. Thunder with good possession here in Newcastle's end. This is youth line versus youth line. Quick shot and went wide off a stick. Now it's behind Mizzen's net, picked up by Newcastle. Looking to break out up the left wing. There's a fair bit of traffic as the teams are changing. We've got a linesman there too. Cross ice pass. And a quick slap shot by Goranson. And Newcastle come away with it. They're going up the right wing. They got Goranson, but he chips it down the ice. That's Watini once he got to the red line.
Clever play by Watini because they needed to change, and he was able to get off. And the North Stars' first line's back on again now.
Morantz, he's on. He picks up the puck. Into the zone he goes, looking to cross the pass. In front, deflected on net, but saved by Salvo. Kewen was the man right in front of the net there.
Great play by Kewen, but I'm sure if he had his time over again, he'd probably want to hang on to that and come across the goaltender and maybe go 5-hole. He tried the deflection, great play, just didn't work.
It's good to get something on net, but probably could have had a better quality chance.
So easy from here, Peter, isn't it?
It is easy from here. Newcastle into the zone. Hands up the blue line, kept in. And Bernard gets a touch on it. They haven't got out of the zone yet, though. Hazelhurst, he's got to say Sarah hands. Instead, he throws it down ice, and Newcastle pick up in the neutral zone. They're going to break in. Drops off. Hartrick. Kewen goes out wide. He goes to the half board, sends it back to Hacharik. Morantz bumped off the puck. He's got Goranson, who's a big fella, and Hazelhurst, who's a little fella, but plays like a big fella.
He certainly does. Great speed, great positional strength.
And as many have told me, the guys with superb balance are that much stronger on the ice.
Absolutely.
They can use all of their strength, and he's obviously one of those. Wallet battles out of the corner. It's picked up by Newcastle in the neutral zone, and we've got a couple more change of ownership of the puck. Ouellette. Newcastle getting it.
Oh, unlucky
No.
Pat Naden. He would need a little chip then, he was away.
Overskated there by Southwood, and we've got to stop the play.
Yeah, he's shot it up the glass into the netting, so we've got a face-off just outside the zone. Some really nice play there by the North Stars, trying to bring some possession into the Thunder zone. They've tried that little drop pass a couple of times now. They just haven't been able to get that shot. But they are using the delay man, which is great play because normally delay man is going to be available. Just hasn't got a good shot on net as yet.
Play resumes just behind. Sorry, we're in central ice. Puck is dumped into the corner. Once he crosses red line, down comes Woodman to pick it up. He tries to send it out of the zone. Newcastle will get it in their own end. Pullen waiting for support. Finds Kewen come down the middle. Morantz is there. He waits. He sees Kewen waiting at the blue line. They're into the zone. Dropped off for Hacharik. Off the net. Oh, quick shot by Morantz goes wide. There wasn't much angle to work with there. Salvo was covering his corner well. Webster circles back, picking up the puck. He's got the left wing. Drops the puck off. Quick shot. Acute angle there for Tomic Sack, and a save by Nick Mizzen.
I've always loved Tomic Sack with his release. He's fantastic with that. But Mizzen has played a lot against Tomic Sack. They're both youth players. And he would have known the shot was coming and was able to get himself square to it and be able to save it. But again, the Thunder are transitioning very, very quickly, as is the Northstars. That's what I mean. The speed of the game is very quick. They're both getting through the neutral zone, or that speed zone, really fast.
The puck goes through the legs of the Thunder defender, and Hazelhurst will come back to get it in his own end. Cut off there by Jonathan Ruth. Up to the blue line, and beyond it goes, and the players come together. That's Ruth and Hazelhurst. Hazelhurst says, I'll get it. He's got Watini in the other corner. Another hit. Another hit. Powell into it now. He missed the game against the Ice Dog after a bit of a biff down in Canberra. The drop pass doesn't work for the Thunder there. It's picked up by Newcastle, but the Thunder get it back in the neutral zone. And they're breaking into the zone now. Coming inside is Bernard. Down in the corner now. Kept alive by the Thunder. Jonathan Ruth, that stopped at the entry doors, and that just stopped in its track, that puck. Kudla. To Kudla. There's two of them out there.
Yes, Simon and David.
I just had to check these numbers twice there. Hacharik. Bumped by Woodman. And we've got Poulin down low. Puck is loose, but it's slapped out by the Thunder, and they'll break wisely. Bremner takes it wide. Shot on net. Little out of position, Nick Mizzen, but he made the save.
Look, almost a perfect shot. 300 mil off the ice, but Mizzen was ready for it and took that nicely in his glove. Because that's the kind of goalie that Nick is. He might give it to you, but he'll take it away really quick. And that was a nice save by him. Really loved the last shift with Hamish Powell down here. Both Hazelhurst and Goranson both knew they were in the game because they were big hits. And that's what he does well, Hamish. So if he can continue to keep doing that for the Northstars tonight, he'll be doing his job.
Back out of the way, the Thunder have the puck. Into the zone they go. Bernard drops it in, goes right across the ice. In fact, they're offside, so they need to touch up. Newcastle breaking out, it's off a Thunder jersey. And shot on net by Bernard, a big one, goes wide. Banged into the boards. Squeezed up the puck as Willett. And Newcastle overskated that. Willett has it into the zone. Now they're all onside. And continue this change of ownership. It's a real wrestle tonight.
Here we go. Come on, beat it. That's it. Oh no, we've got a call there that wasn't quite correct. They'll probably take it to the middle, I would suggest. They were going to call icing. The goaltender came out, so the icing should have been waved off.
Well, we've got two very experienced linesmen tonight. Was it Rick or Jeff Skies who got that wrong? We've got 42 seconds left in this period. It's nearly done. And that first goal, that only goal, was scored in the first minute of the game. Jeff Scott drops the puck. Morantz. Pulling. There's no room in this game, Steve. There's no room to make plays, and there's no room to make mistakes.
Things happen very quickly.
Webster gets it into the zone. Quick shot by Bremner goes wide. Lindsay picks it up in his own end. We've got 15 seconds, so Newcastle will be trying to play it safe here with lots of pressure on their end. Goranson keeps it alive. Skating onto it is Lyndon Lodge. He takes it out of the zone. And 1 second left. Well, Steve, I think that was a period that belonged to the Thunder for the most part.
I would agree with you there, Peter, only because the chemistry with the Northstars just wasn't quite there for that first period. Certainly we had some opportunities, but not great opportunities. DeSalvo was huge in the net. He did a fantastic job. There was that nice play by Morantz where he came through and gave a nice little saucer to Kuhn in front. Probably not quite 5-hole, but it was a great opportunity. But certainly the Thunder have put a lot of pressure on Nick Mizzen, and he's had a great period. His glove's been strong. He was just very unlucky on that first goal that came in. And hey, first minute of the game, you're not quite into it yet. I mean, things happen. So I think the Northstars definitely can fight back from that. But I agree with you. We'd probably have to say the Thunder had that period.
Marty Moose makes his first entrance for the season in his Wheatbix Zembino. Well done, Marty. Well, I think we'll leave it there for this period. We'll be back in around about 50 minutes for the second period.
The third annual AIHL All-Star Weekend presented by APA Group will kick off in Melbourne this 3rd and 4th of June. Now, if you're not familiar with the All-Star Weekend format, it'll really pack some punches for you. It's the perfect way to see ice hockey and the skills that make our game so great. On Saturday, individual All-Stars compete against each other for prizes in a series of skills competitions. There's the fastest skater, the hardest slap shot, the breakaway challenge, stick handling, elimination shootout accuracy, even a goalie race, a crowd favourite. Afterwards, you'll have the chance to meet the 2017 All-Stars as they mingle with fans at the O'Brien Group Arena. On Sunday, the puck drops at 2 p.m. for the All-Star game. This year, the drop-off format will apply, which should provide plenty of goals. In the first period of 20 minutes, teams will have 5-on-5 on the ice. The second period of 15 minutes, that drops down to 4-on-4. And finally, in the third period, it drops again down to 3-on-3 for 10 minutes. This format really opens up the ice and delivers greater opportunities for scoring. Certainly, it will test the players' skills and endurance. Here's how the All-Star teams are looking. There's a definite local Melbourne flavour here. Jamie Burke of the Melbourne Mustangs and Liam Webster of the Melbourne Ice captain each team. The well-known crosstown rivalry between these two should provide for some sparks. There's talent to spare on both teams. There have been a few changes to the roster since the teams were announced due to player availability, some injuries and a few health scratches. The team list as of the 10th of May, Team Burke, captaining is Jamie Burke, Anthony Kimlin and Damien Ketlow in goal. We've got Robert Malloy, Jan Safar, Michael McMahon, Todd Graham, Matt Beattie, Nicholas Dahlberg, Jody Woodrick, Joseph Rezick, Tommy Powell, Sebastian Otterson, Christopher Bachman, Tyler Noseworthy, Matt Armstrong, and Ben Bro. The changes for Team Burke: out is Corey Stringer, replaced by Michael McMahon, and Maxime Longelet-Paré, who's been replaced by Tyler Noseworthy. Team Webster: Liam Webster is captain. In net is Peter DeSalvo and Michael James, Robert Hazelhurst, Jamie Woodman, Dominic Jalbert, Nick Rivet, Paul Baronzelli, Christian Wallet, Scott Stevenson, Greg Oddie, Rory Rollick, Cameron Critchlow, Sean Jones, Jordan Gavin, Joseph Hughes, Pat O'Kane. For Team Webster, the changes are Fraser Carson is out and Michael James is in. Stephen Johnson has been replaced by Rory Rollick from the Ice Dogs, and Casey Kubara from the CBR Brave has been replaced by Jordan Gavin. There's a total prize pool of $19,000 up for grabs on Sunday, with the winning team sharing in $18,000 and an additional $1,000 for the man of the match. I've no doubt both days will be incredible events. It's 2 action-packed days at the AIHL All-Star Weekend presented by APA Group, and it's priced perfectly for families and groups. With tickets starting from $19.95 and 2-day weekend passes from $39, it's a great weekend out in Melbourne. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, head over to the AIHL.com and book yours now. We look forward to seeing you there.
frames, and a save there, and they score! So here's Lassen with a shot, and he scores! He tries to net walking, and he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first blood. Teresic gets a shot, and scores! 4-4. Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores! And then towards Cox, goes to get the shot away, Davis makes the save. No, it's in! It's in! Perth over the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
We're back for the second period at Hunter Station, and we've got the Perth Thunder leading by 1 over the Newcastle Northstars. Back again, Steve.
Look, I'm really looking forward to this second period. I mean, if they play it anywhere near the pace that they played it in the first period, this is going to be an outstanding 15 minutes. I had the opportunity to talk to Nick Mizzen, our goaltender for the Northstars' dad, between periods, Tony, and incredibly, he's so proud, as he should be, of his son. But I'll just ask him, how would Nick have felt after that first goal? And he said, well, it wasn't his fault, so he'll probably feel pretty good. And I said, good on you. Well done, Tony.
I hope that's the case, and that really is the case for goalies. There are some that they can help, and there's some that's not.
Absolutely.
What have we got in the other game, Steve?
Well, so far we have the Ice. They're up 1-0 against the Mustangs in the local derby down in Melbourne. And the Bears and the Adelaide are 0-0.
We're back on the way here at Hunter Skates, and we've got these two teams, the Thunder and the Northstars, and the Thunder have the puck. Quick shot or dump in goes past Poulin. That was by Ouellette to the blue line. A lob shot gets to Mizzen. He deflects it to the left corner, and that's kept in the zone. A quick shot attempt there by Hazelhurst, but it went well wide of the net, and Powell goes down to get it. He's out there with Kewins, so we're mixing up Powell onto this top line. Quick shot, and I think it was off the body there at Mizzen, but it's gone well wide in the end. Newcastle breaking out. It's off skates for the second time in a row, and Poulin loses a foot race of the puck. Goranson got to it first, but now Malloy has it for Newcastle. Two players come together behind play, none hurt. And the puck is loose in Thunder end. DeSalvo jumps on the puck as he, between his defenseman and he wasn't sure he was going to get the puck.
And a great move there by Coach Petrie to put Hamish Powell with the two imports to try and get some offense happening. Hatcharik will be now playing with Ruth, and it looks like Matt Wattini as well too. So there'll be a lot of energy in this line as well.
Spreads out his scoring power, but sometimes that's a good thing, depending on how balanced the lines are on the opposite team. Perth are down a couple, so are Newcastle. Zane Jones, of course, is a big omission. He's out with hurt his knee in Canberra last weekend.
Yeah, not having the Zane train certainly helps the Perth Thunder in this game, but not the Northstars, because he's got such a big presence on the ice.
There's a lost stick there. He's gone back to get it. That was Hatcharik, I think.
Hatcharik.
He's got it back again now. They get it out of the zone. No, kept in. And a long shot on net. It was going wide, but picked up by DeSalvo off Ferrari.
Yeah, it's not a bad play there by Dave Ferrari to get a face-off in the offensive zone. It allows now Coach Petrie to throw his number one line on and maybe get some offense early, because the Northstars would like to get back into this game early.
We have another face-off to the left of Salvo. 1-0 lead for the Perth Thunder. Newcastle
Nice
have it.
win.
Quick shot through a screen and it goes out the other side, probably off some bodies or sticks there. Thunder get breaking into the zone. Drops the puck off. That's Bernard into the corner. Wrapped around the boards. Bro misses getting a touch on that. And Bernard now picks it up. He's working with Bro. These two played together last year, have good chemistry. Rance being worked over a bit by Ouellette and gets it out of the zone. And Thunder need to get on side before they touch that, and they do. So Puller now under pressure. Get to Malloy. Now it's gone to Powell. Newcastle not able to break out cleanly here. And the pressure continues from Perth Thunder, but Malloy picks up in neutral ice and gets it away. And Morant's now up the right wing into the zone. Long pass. In front. Backhand goes high. Kilwin with an opportunity. Newcastle out wide. Directed towards net where the screen was being provided by Hamish Powell. In the corner, Powell gets the puck. Loses it. Kept alive by Newcastle. Morant. Shot. Loose in front. And scooped away by the defence, so the Perth Thunder now on the counter. Got two defencemen to deal with. Lindsay, Pullen, saved by Mizzen at his post. Nearly knocked the net off. With the shoulder there making the save, but it fell back into its slot. Now in neutral ice. Tap back by Newcastle, that was Southwood. Lindsay now directing the breakout, gets it back to Southwood. He taps it and sends it in, and Naden pursues, but first of the puck is the Thunder. And that looks like icing, and it is, with 11:53 left in the second period.
A couple of nice opportunities down there in the Perth Thunder end. DeSalvo is so good with his gloves though, and he's been able to snap anything that's coming towards him. Again, great if we're going to face off in their end, and sometimes putting pressure on the Thunder, it could lead to a great result, which is what the Northstars are looking for. They want to try and get that happening early. Southwood on the face-off.
Face-off to the right of DeSalvo in his end. Battle in the corner. Good work by this Newcastle second, third line, keeping pressure down Thunder end. The locals have been just as good as the imports for Newcastle today. They've been quite effective.
They've been doing a great job. Could have another icing coming. It's been waved off.
Lindsay. Linden gets a puck off him, gets it to the blue line. Linden tries to direct on net, and it's a little wide and gloved by Nick Mizzen.
There's a little bit of conversation going on there between Lyndon Lodge and Matt Lindsay. Hit was a little bit late, but the Stripes certainly felt it was okay.
If the Stripes say it's okay by me, Steve.
Correct. You guys can chat as much as you like, but no one's going to the penalty box.
Face up to the left of Nick Mizzen. Acharik. And Bro. No. It's Bernard. No, it's Kudla, pardon me. Simon Kudla. Puck is loose.
Away.
Ruth.
Ooh, he's not happy.
That could have hurt Ruth. He doesn't look very well. He's going to the benches.
And that's a good play by Nick Mizzen to get the face off. It is in this end, but there is no doubt that Jonathan Ruth wasn't getting back to help. He was hurt, so we needed to get a face off quickly.
It looked like he kind of twisted his knees, and we've already got one of those in this team, so hopefully he's okay. Matt Morantz to the face-off. It was won by Bernard. Out of neutral ice, and it's now picked up by 27 Woodman, the captain. Bernard. Pass goes across ice, picked up by Malloy for Newcastle. Off the stick of Morant, back to Perth Thunder defence. Now Kewen has it for Newcastle. He'll take it in the left wing. Looking inside. Drives towards the net, goes behind. Morant sends it around the boards. Poulin waiting for the puck at the blue line. Quick snapshot.
Unfortunately, it hit Hamish Powell.
Hamish goes in front of the net and fishes the puck off. It's kept in, or kept alive by Thunder. They get out of the zone, and now it's back in the zone. Pressure on Ouellette by Morant, and now the Thunder starting to regroup. They get into Newcastle's end. Shot by Bro goes well wide and out of the zone. Bit of speed from Manwaring. He breaks into the ice. He's enjoying this opportunity. Pat Naden into the corner. Back to Manwaring. He overskates the puck. Ouellette gets the pass wide. That's Bro. Walks the blue line. Two men there in white trying to get the puck. Quick shot. And I think it was off Pullen.
That was a good save there by Mizzen. He kicked that leg out and put the puck back into the corner. Very clever save.
Picked up by Pullen. I'm sure he had a hand somewhere.
I'm sure he did too, Peter.
Thunder now in their own end. A bit of pressure. Good forechecking from this young line from the Northstars. Matt Lindsay. Waits on his attacker. I think it's Bremner. picked up by Ruth, so he's okay. Matt Watini, quick backhand pass. It's into the Thunder zone. A quick shot, but he had defender all over him there. Good job by the Thunder defence. 9:04 left in the second period. 1-0 the lead for the Perth Thunder.
Oh, the Northstars would have been very happy to see Jonathan Ruth back on the ice then and go down and take that shot on the right wing. He looks fine, so obviously that hit didn't hurt him too bad. He was touching his face, so he may have thought he got a high stick, but the referee was right there and didn't see anything. So it's good to see him on the ice.
Yeah, we're worried about his knee, which is something can take a whole season to get over.
Absolutely.
And we have a short season in Australia.
Well, I guess that's the Zane train. He's out for, could be up to 6 weeks they're talking about with his knee.
That's bad news.
I said could be, Peter. Could be. With a
Still
lower
bad
body
news.
injury.
He's quickly become a favourite here, and not surprising. Great personality, great player.
Uh-oh.
And Lindsay and Lodge continue talking.
You love it when they have a little wry smile at each other. I mean, they know it's on. You know, something's going to happen, and you know it's on.
Well, that's your wife, Lyndon Lodge was talking about there. If he's having to go at your mama.
Good face
Won by
win.
Newcastle, that face-off. Round the boards it goes. Long pass, cut off partially by Thunder, and Newcastle are offside, so it did the job.
Well, certainly nothing wrong with John Root's knee, because he was able to get that far up the ice, and unfortunately offside.
Yes,
But,
too
he looks
fast.
all right.
Maybe it's a little too good. Yeah,
But
big
not-
loss not having Zane. That reminds me, I want to say hello to all those listening, especially the parents and families of the players we have here tonight, and those who could make the game. We're glad you can join us. All those in Perth, hello, and we hope you enjoy the stream. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort from the Northstars, the volunteers, and just a whole team here, and a lot of commitment from our team, so we're glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, I hope Megan, Matthew and Graham are all enjoying it tonight.
That's out of the zone, so the Thunder will need to regroup. Some nice skating skills there. And Newcastle under pressure in their end. Malloy sent around the board. Doesn't get much mustard on it though, so Kewen can't get it out. Whoa, goes down hard there. That was Bremner. Tripped up by himself, I think, or a bit of a divot in the ice. Malloy went down too afterwards. Now it's Morantz up the left wing, looking inside, takes a long shot. Kewen was coming to the far post, but it's on net and stopped by DeSalvo.
Yeah, and he will stop them all night long. But again, a good opportunity to get a face-off down in the zone. At the moment, we've got the ice 2-0 against the Mustangs, so they seem to be dominating that game. And the Bears have scored, and they're up 1-0 against the Adelaide Adrenaline.
Face off to the right of the Silver. Thunder with a streak of speed up the middle. We've got the defenders cutting them off.
Oh, great
so we had the
defensive play.
defenseman sandwich there. Man's on offside, so they need to double back.
Oh,
Well, that
big
gets
hit by Jonathan
picked up by
Root.
two. Oh,
and
that's
another
the hit
one.
with ice, and that's been picked up. Hudsherick was not part of the play there, and that was a bit late, and it's drawn some anger from Matt Watini on Hazelhurst. And that, what usually that does is cancel out a penalty.
Yeah, there was no doubt that certainly looked a bit late. It might be interference. We'll see what the call is. A hit to the head. So we're going 2 and 10. It didn't look pretty in live action.
So was that Dave Ferrari? Who got here?
That was Hacharik.
Pachari, yeah. Ferrari had his helmet off. I thought might have been he who got it knocked off.
Well, I think Dave Ferrari went to have a chat to him about how you actually
okay.
play the ice hockey here in Australia.
So I think he took his helmet off just because he had to fix his hair, or... We'll see what can't. We've got 2 minutes up on the board for the Perth Thunder.
Oh, we
And
should be
the
going
door's
to
still
power
open, so
play.
yeah, it's a 2 and 10. And Lyndon Lodge gets a 2-minute rest. Goranson. He will sit for 12.
Not 100% sure why the action is delayed here. They might be seeing if Hatcherick is all right, because if he can't join the game, the penalty may be escalated to 5 in game.
Yeah.
But if he's all right, it'll stay where it is.
Well, the referees are just still discussing this.
Yeah, it looks like he's been thrown. The linesman Rick West is pointing to the dressing room, and he's opened the gate for him.
Well, that's bad news for the Newcastle Northstars, probably more than the Thunder. Down a very creative and skillful player for the rest of the game.
Well, without Zane Jones, who has been a sensation this year, and now without Joe Hatcherick, it does put a bit of a gap in the Northstars. The good thing about the Northstars this year, though, is that they are very deep. They've got a lot of guys that can fill in that position. Obviously not as good as Joe, but I mean, they have a lot of players. I mean, when you look at the guy with the talent, say, of a Hayden Sheard, who's only playing a couple of shifts a game, and the guy has great skill. So, and that's just Hayden. I mean, you've also got Tim Stanger, Matt Wattini. I mean, the list goes on. Pat Naden. So there are lots of players sitting on that bench who would love to get out in the ice, but it's unfortunately very sad for Joe Hatcherick.
So it is, the announcement's made, it is a major, and he'll be out for the game. But it also likely means we won't see Joe Hatcherick again for the rest of the game either. If he's taking the blow to the head, he could even miss tomorrow.
So we're going to have a 5-minute power play now. This is obviously the opportunity for the Northstars to get back into this game. 5 minutes of playing 5-on-4. Certainly both power play units looked pretty good in the first period. Didn't score, but they looked quite good. So with a bit of luck, we might be able to pop at least one and maybe a couple. And that would really put the Thunder back on their heels. Because in fact, Peter, there's only 2 teams that haven't lost in regulation so far this year, the Ice and the Thunder. So they'll be wanting to keep that records going.
Jonathan Ruth is out there. Jonathan Ruth taking the spot of Hatcherick, and Newcastle have the park. They've got a 5-minute power play here with this major. Goes down low for Kewen. He comes out, brings it in front, tries a backhand. Not going to beat the salvo there.
It was a nice try, though. I mean, there was a bit of a gap above his shoulder. If he could have got a bit higher in the backhand, something may have happened.
Hard to lift on the backhand like that. Short range.
Well, good
Takes some
shot.
skill.
Only 6 seconds have gone, so lots of opportunity.
Another face-off, won by Newcastle.
good
Pullen
win.
has the puck at the blue line. Got a dangerous shot. Big shot. And he's also got a fast release on the snapshot as well. Puck is loose. No, it's up to the blue line. Lloyd, Pullen, fakes, hands it off at the half boards. Morantz. Down low. In front is Malloy, I think. No, yes, it is Malloy.
Morantz.
Sneaking down. Jonathan Ruth. To the blue line, Pullen. Morantz fakes, sends it down low. In front, Ruth is trying to get a screen in. And he's got a very big Jamie Woodman to try and get out of the way. It's loose in front, but up to the blue line and kept alive by Newcastle. It's a great skill by Pullen. That's where he's so valuable. Newcastle still have it working on the outside. Great box formation here by the Thunder is working perfectly. Trying to get inside the box and kept outside. Morantz shoots, and it's just wide with the salvo. Still loose, picked up by Newcastle. Perth quickly reorganise. Newcastle still working the outside. 3:20 left in this power play.
They're certainly being very patient, the Northstars.
Good shot, acute angle on the far side, but it's gone wide or saved, and it goes down the mizzen at the far end, and a very needed change here for the Thunder.
Yeah, the Northstars went 2 minutes there without a real good shot on net, so they want to get something happening in these next 3 minutes.
Naden to Southwood, goes in deep on the left wing. Naden goes to the net. Lindsay to the blue line with Ferrari. That's Manwaring is the other jersey out there. Number 27's got the puck right now. It's the blue line. Ferrari waits, shoots.
Nice shot.
Gets it on net or close to it, and it's cleared out by the Perth Thunder defenders. Into the zone. Alette. Puck goes around, and the man making the chain to jump over it. Actually, I think it was Willett himself. No, he's still on the ice.
Yeah, unlucky.
Chance for the Thunder, overskated there, and they're on the counter. Newcastle, Manwaring streaking down the ice on the right wing, looking inside, makes a pass, and it goes through the other side. But I think Newcastle got a penalty. They have, so they'll have a 5-on-3, and there's just under 2 minutes left in this original major.
Yeah, this is a great break for the Northstars to get another opportunity like this to go 5-on-3, get that number one unit back on the ice. The only thing I'd say to you, Peter, I would like to see them shoot. 2 minutes without a shot is just, frankly, too long. The whole idea of the power play, obviously, to set it up, but to get shots on the net. I mean, you're going to outman them. It's 5-on-4. Get the puck to the net, fight hard for it, put it away. So hopefully we'll see that happen with this power play. 5-on-3, they should have a lot more opportunity.
They're very much concentrated on taking it down low and then trying to get in front for a quick one-timer.
Absolutely.
And Perth had it covered. To the blue line now, pulling. Malloy. Pulling waits. Makes some calls. Malloy, quick shot. It's off a player. Spins and fires, let's say, by DeSalvo.
How good was DeSalvo on that? Because Ruth just drilled it. It was straight along the ice, but DeSalvo slammed his left leg down and gave no opening at all. That was a great save. Real reflex save.
Yeah, bounced well for Ruth and pretty close to his stick. He was able to quickly get a stick on it, but DeSalvo's quicker. 1:42 left in this power play. That's the first one.
Yeah, the 5-on-3.
Only 3 seconds between the two. Pullen goes down low. Waiting for a one-timer. And it's through and out the other side. And we've got a foot race for the puck. Is it Manwaring? No, it's Hacharik. He's back on the ice. So they would have had to do a concussion test on him, I believe, would have been the delay. With that check to the head. He carries the puck in. Pullen gets it to Morantz. Now these players might be getting a bit tired. They did have a good rest, but they've been out there for most of this power play. Shot. A big one, and it's wide off Pullen's stick. Bounces off the glass. Morantz swaps position. Pullen down low, and the attempt at one-timer not taken cleanly. It's behind and below the net now. Morantz shot. And another save by DeSalvo.
Yeah, couple of good shots. Unfortunately, Poulin's was over the net. It wasn't actually an opportunity because it went wide, and Bert Malloy, standing in front of the net, was very, very thankful that it missed him as it rimmed around the other side. But that's what they really need to be doing. They need to be banging the puck away at the net. I'm glad they did at that time.
28 seconds remains in the original power of the major. Pullen waits, fakes, hands it off. Cross eyes. Pullen doesn't go with the one-timer. Hacharik. Pullen hands it off. Going down low we go. Kind of, we're at the dot now in the circle. Pullen waits. Off a player. Foot race. Thunder with the breakaway. They're not steaming down the ice. They're waiting for here comes the two players out of the penalty box.
Back
so
to
we're
5-on-5.
That was a great kill for the Thunder, and they're cheering on their bench. Kewen gets it to Naden, who's taken down behind the net of DeSalvo. The Thunder have got the numbers back. They're 5 on 5. Lindsay's pass goes past Naden. Down low to goes to Salvo. Picks up the puck. Cut off by the Northstars. Webster sends it around. Reverses it behind his net. Naden in close. Saved by DeSalvo.
Carbon copy save on the one that he made on Ruth just a minute ago. Slammed that left pad down and took away the opportunity.
Thunder now on the attack. Backhanded by Woodman. Goes through and out the other side of the crease. And Waring, Lindsay, and Naden.
Too slow.
3 Newcastle boys battling for the puck here. Thunder are going for the change, so Lindsay has a slight breather here. Battle down low. Pressure here on this Aussie line by the import line from the Thunder. Sack out to help the Thunder. It's off him, and he picks it up. Quick spin and shot, and it's picked up by Newcastle, and Shane Southwood, the Jester, goes up the middle. He fires a shot, and it's saved by DeSalvo. We've got 1 minute left in this period. Thunder breaking out. Good pressure by Jonathan Ruth. And Thunder dump it into the Newcastle end, and it's waved off, so no icing called. Lindsay versus, is it Woodman? Or we're at number, no, it's Palmer. Palmer now gets to it first. No, that's Bro. No, it's not. Ullett takes a hit from Watini. Pullen scoops the puck out, and Harcharik tries to bat it down. But Jamie Woodman was there too. Ruth gets it into the Thunder zone, but it's picked up, and that'll see the period out. Still 1-0 lead for the Perth Thunder, Steve.
And the Perth Thunder will be very, very happy with that. After having to kill the major, and it was 5 on 3 through that, and they were able, that's a great momentum build for them to be able to build through that. Northstars probably didn't take enough shots on the power play. They had a couple of opportunities, but they didn't create a lot of opportunities by taking a lot of shots either. And you can see the fans in front of us getting a bit restless and screaming out, shoot, 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 shoot. Now, mind you, they're not coaching the game, but I mean, obviously they want to see those sort of things happen. So I think the Perth Thunder would have to be very, very happy with that period as well. Northstars still need to get that little thing happening. Obviously, Coach Petrie did make a change, putting Powell with the 2 imports on that first line, which looked pretty good until obviously the penalty started to disrupt it. At the moment, we're having a bit of a chat in the middle of the ice about what's going on with the call, because obviously the Thunder aren't happy having Hatcher back on the ice. But I can say that the Ice are doing a great job against the Stangs. They're up 3-0 at the end of the second. And the Adelaide Adrenaline is starting to come back. 2-1 for the Bears, but at least Adelaide have a goal.
Well, the Thunder, I don't know if I could call it their period, but they're definitely in the lead, not just in the scoreline, but they've had a lot of possession, and they had a great penalty kill there.
Yep. So
we'll see what happens with the third period. We've got 20 minutes to come, and a lot of changes in that final period. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back in around 15 minutes for the third and final period.
The third annual AIHL All-Star Weekend presented by APA Group will kick off in Melbourne this 3rd and 4th of June. Now, if you're not familiar with the All-Star Weekend format, it'll really pack some punches for you. It's the perfect way to see ice hockey and the skills that make our game so great. On Saturday, individual All-Stars compete against each other for prizes in a series of skills competitions. There's the fastest skater, the hardest slap shot, the breakaway challenge, stick handling, elimination shootout accuracy, even a goalie race, a crowd favourite. Afterwards, you'll have the chance to meet the 2017 All-Stars as they mingle with fans at the O'Brien Group Arena. On Sunday, the puck drops at 2 p.m. for the All-Star game. This year, the drop-off format will apply, which should provide plenty of goals. In the first period of 20 minutes, teams will have 5-on-5 on the ice. The second period of 15 minutes, that drops down to 4-on-4. And finally, in the third period, it drops again down to 3-on-3 for 10 minutes. This format really opens up the ice and delivers greater opportunities for scoring. Certainly, it'll test the players' skills and endurance. Here's how the All-Star teams are looking. There's a definite local Melbourne flavour here. Jamie Burke of the Melbourne Mustangs and Liam Webster of the Melbourne Ice captain each team. The well-known crosstown rivalry between these two should provide for some sparks. There's talent to spare on both teams. There have been a few changes to the roster since the teams were announced due to player availability, some injuries and a few health scratches. The team list as of the 10th of May, Team Burke, captaining is Jamie Burke, Anthony Kimblin and Damien Ketlow in goal. We've got Robert Malloy, Jan Safar, Michael McMahon, Todd Graham, Matt Beattie, Nicholas Dahlberg, Geordie Woodrick, Joseph Rezick, Tommy Powell, Sebastian Otterson, Christopher Bachman, Tyler Noseworthy, Matt Armstrong and Ben Bro. The changes for Team Burke: out is Corey Stringer, replaced by Michael McMahon, and Maxime Longelet-Paré is being replaced by Tyler Noseworthy. Team Webster: Liam Webster is captain. In net is Peter DeSalvo and Michael James, Robert Hazelhurst, Jamie Woodman, Dominic Jalbert, Nick Rivet, Paul Baronzelli, Christian Wallet, Scott Stevenson, Greg Oddie, Rory Rollick, Cameron Critchlow, Sean Jones, Jordan Gavin, Joseph Hughes, Pat O'Kane. For Team Webster, the changes are Fraser Carson is out and Michael James is in. Stephen Johnson has been replaced by Rory Rollick from the Ice Dogs, and Casey Kubara from the CBR Brave has been replaced by Jordan Gavin. There's a total prize pool of $19,000 up for grabs on Sunday, with the winning team sharing in $18,000 and an additional $1,000 for the man of the match. I've no doubt both days will be incredible events. It's 2 action-packed days at the AIHL All-Star Weekend presented by APA Group, and it's priced perfectly for families and groups. With tickets starting from $19.95 and 2-day weekend passes from $39, it's a great weekend out in Melbourne. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, head over to the AIHL.com and book yours now. We look forward to seeing you there.
the Brave, and a save there when they score. So here's Lassen with a shot, and he scores. He drives to them, walking in, he shoots and scores. Mustangs draw first blood. Teresic gets a shot and scores. 4-4. Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores. And then towards Cox, Cox gets a shot away, Davis makes the save. No, it's in. It's in. Perth takes the lead.
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The 2017 regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Borealis. Borealis are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
There's 20 minutes on the clock because we're back for the third period of this AIHL game, Steve. 1-0 lead still for the Thunder. Only goal this game scored in the first minute.
And look, even without the lack of goals, I mean, have a 1-0 game, this has been very exciting. The goaltenders have been terrific. The play has been great. The shooting's been good. I mean, we've had the action of a penalty kill power play, 5-on-3, 5-on-4. The Thunder got through that. It really has been a very, very exciting game. So, as I said at the end of the second, the Thunder would have to be on and up in regards to momentum in that dressing room because they were so happy about killing that. The Northstars, they realised they've got to come out here with speed and get some really good shots on DeSalvo and even moving him around the net because at the moment the shots straight at him haven't been going through him for obvious reasons.
We're about to get started. The puck's about to be dropped in this third and final period at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
And a quick call out to my grandson Lincoln, who's watching me today, 4 months old.
Fantastic.
I don't think he can understand a word I'm saying, but it doesn't matter.
Well done, Pop. Face-off won by the Thunder, and Hazelhurst has the puck. It's picked up mid-ice, and going the wrong direction now, he'll have to double back. And that was Let, 42, into Newcastle's end. Deep end, there's a player just about drilled into the net there. He's ball friendly. Neutral ice, and picked up by 25. That's it's pardon me. I thought it was Sack, and he's 21. Neutral ice. Punter again bumped into the boards by Hamish Powell, who specialises in bumping into the people on the boards. And Newcastle Northstars are offside.
Yeah, they're offside. It's a very, very close call there, but the linesman was right on top of it, so he picked that up very, very quickly. But again, Hamish Powell putting the body on so that the Perth Thunder know that they're playing in this barn. So great, great player in regards to making the other team pay attention to him.
Back underway. David Kudler drops the puck in through the legs of Ferrari. And it's down low. Newcastle breaking out. A bit of pressure. Lots of white jerseys, but they're going up the middle. We've got a bit of space on the other side. Inside. Quick attempt shot there by Hartrick. It is Hartrick. And that's to the blue line. Matt Lindsay with a quick shot. Through a screen. Touch and over the top
another
there.
Penalty coming up against the Perth Thunder.
Yeah, that was a delayed penalty. It was called on the initial rush. It was a hooking call. And going to the box, I think, is Liam Jeffries.
Yeah, and he's doing the old, what, me, sir?
Yeah, I might not have realised it was from about 30 seconds prior to the call. It was delayed for some time, so more pressure on DeSalvo. Although that's not bothered him at all, Stephen.
It hasn't been so far, and hopefully the Northstars would have talked about this in the dressing room, so I'm sure we're going to see a lot more shots of this power play set up.
DeSalvo was bought out only as the fill-in for the Thunder, I think it was 2 seasons ago, and he conceded 0 goals in his 4 games here in Australia. He eventually conceded some here a couple of games ago, but he's given away very few in his time in Australia. He's in record territory. He gets a touch on that as Jonathan Ruth heads towards the net. It's picked up by Newcastle. They've got a chance coming across the blue lines. Pardon me, in between the circles it was. And Kewen has to get up quickly and scamper as the Thunder on a counter-attack. They're also changing, so there's a partial attack there. Neutral ice, and Morantz has to double back to take control because he didn't have the numbers to get through a line of white jerseys. They're setting up the trap pretty nicely here, the Thunder. And when you've got a goalie like DeSalvo and you have a lead, why not? That's off the stick of Harcharik. He'll get it to the blue line.
This is the man that needs to shoot it.
Pullen. This is the man that Steve says needs to bang it and bang it often. at the net. Get it in. And as you said, they won't all go in, but they only got to get one or two. And it's happy days for Newcastle.
Yeah, one at a time will do me.
Kewen kept outside. There's part of the reason it's been such a good penalty kill by the Thunder. Cleared there by Pumler. And Nick Missing goes out to meet it to the blue line. Newcastle get it onside. No, they're offside.
Wow. They're arguing that call, Northstars, as it looked like Morant's brought it over before he did the quick little chip. But I'm good to see it's for the Perth Thunder that Hazelhurst is back. He blocked a shot in that last PK shift, and he was very sore going to the bench, but he shook it off and he's back out there for them, because he's certainly one of the most dangerous penalty killers. And Northstars are the #1 unit on the ice, 47 seconds. Need some shots.
Back on the way, Newcastle has the puck, they'll dump it in. That's Lindsay.
The second
Salvo out of his net. Two players almost on top of each other for Newcastle there, and they're at 3 now, all stuck in the corner. So, as you'd expect, the Thunder got the puck and cleared it. 30 seconds remains on this penalty kill for the Thunder. They lead by 1-0. We've got 17 minutes and a bit left in this game. Passing inside by Southwood, and it's stopped by DeSalvo.
Yeah, that was unlucky. Malloy was on the back door then, and Southwood just needed to feed it through. There's a couple of Perth Thunder blokes in the road, so it was always going to be a tough pass, but it just needed to happen. But at least it's an offensive face-off now, and with 13 seconds still to go, with an opportunity here, Northstars need to get a quick shot away. I'd love to see him get up to Poole and him just let it rip.
The first power play is back out, and this time that was a nice move there, just taking the legs out of their route. Punler, yeah. He knows how it's done. Bit of a can opener. Newcastle had the puck off the face-off.
Yes.
One-timer and he scores. Hacharik.
How clever for Morant to see Hacharik standing there and be able to feed it through the crease of DeSalvo so they could one-time into the net. Very good vision.
That was such a quick
one-timer.
That was such a quick release on one-timer, and that's the only way you're going to beat DeSalvo. He's so good. And Hacharik was pretty much on the red line. Like, there was so little angle to make it, so little room for mistake.
Well, that's what I was saying at the end of the second. I mean, you're not going to score on DeSalvo if you just keep shooting at him. You've really got to make him move, and that's exactly what they did there by feeding that play through.
And he had no opportunity to move in that one.
None at all.
No. So that's what they've been trying to do all through the game. Maybe a little too much, but it doesn't matter now. They've scored, and 1-all. And we've got 16:43 remaining in this game, and it's changed the game, Steve, after being a Thunder lead almost the whole game.
Oh, 1-all. That's what it really needs to be for the Northstars. Now they got that one goal, as I said, just one at a time is all they need to do. Now they need to work hard on the next one.
Well, the Northstars need to keep their nose clean, because there might be a couple, I wouldn't call it even up goals, but definitely they're going to be watched carefully, if they feel the balance is off. And they don't want to make any silly mistakes. They're going to give an opportunity for a penalty and to get Perth Thunder back in the lead. So the best way to do that is to be on the attack, so they have to chase you. Stanger bumps into Bremner. He's a doctor, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was definitely a medical student previously. Oh, good chance. Right in front there. I think it's Woodman or...
Well, actually, it was Hazelhurst just spun and threw it.
Liam
Ferrari
Jeffries
was standing in front of the net and actually hit Ferrari's skate. And
went
changed
to
direction.
Jeffries, yeah.
Very,
So
very
Jeffries
quickly.
was right in front, just where you want to be. And just some quick thinking there by the defence kept him from scoring.
That's the old story, mate. Pucks to the net. You just need to get pucks to the net. And magic happens if the puck's going to the net.
Thunder, once again, got some good pressure here. That's out of the zone and goes through a couple of players as they run into each other. Incidental contact. Hazelhurst can't clear it. Good pressure there by Matt Morantz. And skating onto it is Jessica Bernard. That's off a stick and high, and players lost sight of it as it actually went over their heads. The Northstars now breaking out, but the cut off and the Thunder will return. Ouellette goes wide, quick shot, and it's up into the netting. A stop of play with 15:23 left in this game, Steve.
Good stick by Poulin then to get it in the road of the shot so that Bro couldn't get his 100% shot away on Mizzen. And that's what Poulin does for you. Not only is he a great offensive skill, he's a great defensive skill as well too. So it's not unusual to see him playing anywhere up to 35, 40 minutes in his 55-minute games.
And it doesn't seem to bother him.
50-minute games. Yeah, it doesn't bother him
He's
at all.
so smooth,
Yep.
he seems to exert himself not at all. Matt Lindsay reverses that behind his net, and Newcastle under pressure. They manage to retrieve the puck. No, there's Thunder chance here, and it's just a lucky Northstars stick that keeps it alive, or I should say out of danger. Puck bouncing, goes over the stick for the Thunder stick, and battle between Ruth and Woodman for the puck. Neither win it. It's loose down low behind Mizzen. Calling for it, Thunder, and Newcastle not able to break out cleanly, so it actually ends up back in the corner to the left of Mizzen. Newcastle looking for a breakout. Long stretch pass. And I think you might have got a touch there. Is that Hatcharik?
Hatcharik, yes. All right, yep.
Update there, Steve, on the other game.
Well, I think the Ice are probably dominating. They're ahead 5-0 against the Melbourne Mustangs, so I think they've probably got that game. And there has been no change in the game between the Bears and the Adrenaline. The Bears are still up 2-1.
14-19 left in this one. Newcastle have got possession. They've had a better third period, that's for sure. I would probably give it to them so far. Shot, and it's off. I think it was off Alette.
It was great.
Didn't get to the net. Alette now skates it. He picks it off his skates, gathers it, tries to take it in deep, but he's cut off by the defence. Puck is bouncing around and dribbles down to the right of DeSalvo. That was Alistair Pundler, avoiding the check of Hamish Powell. Powell turns the ship around as he's going back the other way now with the attack. Pass inside, quick shot, and it was to the too wide from Poulin.
But that's where the shot needs to be, on his blocker side rather than the glove side.
Yep.
It was a clever shot.
Just the half a foot off there by Poulin. Gathered, shot, and that was an awkward height for DeSalvo, but he got enough of it to turn it aside, and that's all that matters in the end. Doesn't matter if it's a close save or an easy save, it's a save. And Newcastle has to get back on side. That was Liam Manwaring showing some slick skating skills there with a high-speed pivot.
No, he had a really, really good shift there, Liam, and they're staying on the ice, it looks like, at this stage, with the offensive face-off, but Coach Petrie is...
No, it's no change. Yep. Home ice advantage here.
Absolutely, throwing his second line on there. So the third line did a good job. They got the face-off down to the offensive zone. That's what they wanted.
So Matt Martini and Jonathan Ruth. Hayden Sheard's out there as well.
Yeah, left Hayden on, which is a good decision.
And Charik taking the face-off with a black cage. Lost a couple of teeth in camera last week. It was not pleasant. Also went through his lip too. Players bump into each other there, but the puck is picked up now. It's still being battled for down in Newcastle's end. Kept in by the Thunder, and it goes across ice, stays on side. Quick shot attempt, and it's well wide after some defensive interference. Hayden Sheard shakes off a couple of checks, but he can't get it across the blue line, and more bodies bumping, and Jonathan Ruth comes hard into, it was Kudler, Simon Kudler, 26, and Ruth is heading for the bench. He's had a couple of knocks. That's bouncing around, and DeSalvo smothers it. Dave Kudler there's, it's gone off him and off some gear and nearly bounced into the net. So it would have been the most unfortunate type of home goal if that happened.
And I'll tell you, that was an expensive shift for Hayden Sheard. He's just broken his stick going to the net then. But good to see Dave Ferrari showing a bit of aggression to get to the front of the net as well too, because DeSalvo, I mean, really, you're going to have to move him around the net or just get him off his game. Not illegally, but certainly making him think about things other than the puck. And it was a good job there by the Northstars to maybe put that doubt in his mind. Now the first line on the ice with a good face-off win here from Morantz.
Yeah, this line's had a good rest, so a bit of tactics there. By Coach Petrie, we've got 12 minutes and 15 left. We're 1-1, so it's this close game remains close, equal, and that's a great save to DeSalvo through the screen. The puck is loose right at his feet, and the player stopped. I think he lost sight of the puck.
Yeah, the referee lost sight of the puck.
And they're going outside.
But again, the real opportunity there was by throwing the puck at the net. It sort of put pressure on DeSalvo. So the North Stars need to keep doing that during this period. Shots, shots, shots.
So the reason they couldn't find the puck is it was in Hamish Powell's pants. So I hope he knew it was there. That's why they lost sight of it, in case you're wondering. Puck is down low. Quick shot, and it's blocked away there by Mizzen. It was going a bit wide anyway, but once again, Thunder trying to get in front for the quick one-timer, which has kind of been Newcastle seeing this game as well. And they've both been able to finish those ones. There's a chance in front, just high there by Powell, although it's gone off Huron and dropped. And Huron now has a bit of space, not much, and they had white and blue jerseys all in front of
bodies
Salvo.
everywhere.
There's like a smorgasbord of hockey players, all on a very small table, pull and push down. And what was that, Morantz? He calls for a penalty, but none forthcoming. Come on, boys, let's be friends. Hazelhurst, nice pass, chance, saved by Mizzen on the first one, and the puck is sent behind by the Newcastle defence to safety, and it looks like they get it out. They do with a chip off the boards, because they're in a bit of bother there. Jonathan Ruth is back out on the ice. He's getting alright. He had a couple of bangs, a couple of collisions this game, and he's happy to have another one there. He goes in for Woodman and pretty much misses and bounces pretty safely there off the glass.
Good strong forecheck there by the North Stars to take the pressure, put the pressure back on Perth Thunder.
They've made it their style this year. Definitely lots of forechecking and finishing checks. Sometimes at a detriment. They've had some penalties against, but they've also won a few pucks by doing it, and maybe even won some goals in games by it.
Oh, just another opportunity there shown just by the forecheck.
There's a battle in front here with Kewen and Woodman, and that attempted clear by Thunder goes through everyone, and that's icy.
And
Halfway through the third, Steve.
This has been a long shift for the Thunder as well too. You can see a few of the boys are really sucking in, so I'm assuming that the number one line is coming, and it is for the North Stars. So this is a great opportunity. Morantz can win this face-off, which is his favoured side.
Thunder taking their time getting to the line, which is not surprising because they are obviously tired after a big shift there.
So Cohen's taking the face-off, and he wins it.
Newcastle win it. Waits. Oh, fakes. Oh, we had the big fan. Couldn't get that wrist shot away, and it bounces down to Nick Mizzen, and that gives the Thunder the chance to change up. So it takes some pressure off a bit. That's off his skate, but it goes to Hazelhurst in his own end. He'll pick it up, looking for support. He's a bit on his own down there, but he's found, I think it was Bro. No.
Yeah, Bro.
It was Bro. 36. He's got the puck right now. Quick shot, and it's off Mizzen. It's loose. Oh, he's right over the player. Smashed into Mizzen, and that's drawn a penalty, but it could also, it's shaken up Mizzen. He looks like he's hurt his wrist or something.
He's skating it off. You're right, his wrist seems to be what's bothering him a little bit.
I think he got pinned under the player. Well, fortunately for Newcastle, we've pretty much got 50-50 goaltending. Like, both of these guys have been excellent, so if they do need to call on Charlie Smart, they'll be okay, but that's not good news for the Thunder because Newcastle are finally starting to get some potency. Oh, but we've got an even up. So Pullen is heading off, so it looks like it's going to be 4-4. Maybe for a bit of even up.
Oh, look, it wouldn't surprise me at all. We didn't see it behind the net there that he was giving Bro a little bit of a touch-up about running to the goalie, because that's just sacrosanct. Just do not do that.
Yeah.
So he had plenty of opportunity to move out of the road, Bro. So
that's a penalty that Coach Pitcher will not be upset about.
Not at all.
Running, steamrolling the goalie is generally pretty well frowned upon.
And I like the way that the officials are talking to Nick Mizzen and making sure that he's okay. Obviously, the North Stars aren't happy with the fact that 2 penalties were called because they obviously thought that running the goaltender deserved a lot more than just a 2.
Yeah, they're probably hoping for a double. But you don't tend to get that in the Australian Ice Hockey League. It tends to be if you rough off a player for running for bumping into one of yours, then usually both teams get it even.
Yep.
Maybe that's the international style over Canadian style. We've got a 4-4 right now, I believe.
Yep.
Well, that's a nice pass. We've got a chance for Newcastle in close. Kewen tries the short side, and it turned aside by DeSalvo. Now we're going the other way. We've got some room here with 4-4. Alette tries the power move, bring it in front, and couldn't finish it there with his help in front. Can't make out the jersey from here. They're at the far end of the ice. Woodman's out there. Right now it's Hazelhurst. Fakes. Hands it off to Woodman. Tries a wrist shot. It was a weak one. And Thunder with the puck behind the net. Trying to bring it in front for the quick one-timer. And
unlucky.
Thunder are changing. Yes, they are. DeSalvo's out of his net to pick up the puck. He leaves it for Kudler, David Kudler. Bit of speed here now. We've got 4 and 4. Lindsay fumbles a bit, but Newcastle get the puck. They'll take it into the zone. Drag move by Hacharik doesn't quite come off. Tried to get around Kevin Webster. Only partially did so. Newcastle, though, get the puck back. So these two penalties is 4 and 4, but they'll call at the same time, so in that way they were simultaneous.
Yeah, doesn't the game open up so much more when it's 4 on 4? Just phenomenal. And the great speed end-to-end on the transition there from both teams. So
something I've got to bring up, Steve. On our social media tonight, Facebook and Twitter, we've brought up an important thing. That is, we've got a Wayne Gretzky signed jersey given to Rob Stark that is being auctioned off. So have a look at that on our social media. Chance save. Big shot there by DeSalvo. Yeah, check out our social media. This is raising funds for the Starlight Foundation. Of course, that's very close to the Starks. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, people. Check
was
it
it
out.
a Team Australia jersey, I think?
I didn't see the photo. Yeah, Team Australia jersey. It's been signed by Wayne Gretzky when he was here last year. And bidding is already going strong. And you don't get a better charity to raise funds for than the Starlight Foundation.
Correct.
It's the Northstars, chosen charity as well. Every year we have the toy drive here, and we take the toys over to the kids, and the effect on the players is tremendous.
Oh, absolutely. We all feel for the kids, and the more things we can do to help them is terrific. But yeah, the jersey, even though it's a Team Australia jersey, is actually Rob Stark's personal Team Australia jersey. Is the one that he's actually donated.
We've got an Australian legend signed by a Canadian legend as well.
Unbelievable.
Olette's not happy about being waved out there. I hope he didn't say any French swear words. David Kudler has a puck, number 8. We've got 12 seconds more of this 4 and 4, and we'll be back to 5 and 5. Into the zone goes Thunder. Drag move attempted there, but doesn't get it past the D-man.
Hatrick was playing defense.
Hatrick wasn't fooled. Going inside is Kewen. Goes the blue one instead. Shot and a save. A beauty there with a pad of DeSalvo. Big shot by, that was Rob Malloy, I believe, the skipper for Newcastle. And it's down low, picked up by Shane Southwood for Newcastle, up the middle. Saw it just a moment before it came to him there. That was Tim Stanger, the birthday boy. 7 minutes and 2 remaining in this period. 1-1. You can hear some of the crowd yelling out. They're getting anxious. They want some scoring done here. Hopefully by the home team, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think that can be a safe one, Peter. Definitely by the home team. But it's obvious that both teams are a little bit tired here. And there's no doubt the 4 on 4 would have helped because that was frantic, the pace on that 2-minute segment. But really, it's going to be the team now that just knuckles down and takes the best chances and puts the puck away. It's going to be the team that's going to win.
Newcastle breakout was spoiled by the Zamboni doors there. The puck went in and bounced off the edge where it runs off to the Zamboni door entrance. And they're breaking out again, and that one's also broken up. I don't know if the door's to blame on that one. Hazelhurst in his own hand. He's got pressure here from the forecheck of Manwaring. And that's been sent back the other way, so I assume that was a deliberate offside.
Yeah, well, it could only be the call. Our linesman Rick West made that one. So the Ice have gone further ahead, 9-0.
We must have had a different Mustangs team than last game. There was only one goal in it.
9-0. But this is exciting. The Bears and the Adrenaline, 4-all. So that game could be going to a shootout.
6-18. It could happen here too. Hope not. We really prefer a game to finish on the same.
Here we go.
Chance for Newcastle here. Missed puck there, and Achowick goes inside. It goes off a stick and bounces past Morantz. He'll get the puck here, but he's got pressure here from Bernard and Bro now with the puck. Inside pass to Woodman. He'll take it wide. Look for support. Out to the half boards. Long pass the other side of the net. Outside the ice, and a quick shot by Bro is smothered by Nick Mizzen.
Yeah, Nick Mizzen did a great save the shot before that as well too. Parried it over to the corner so there was no rebound and took all the pressure off him as well. So the only shot they could get was something that was going to hit him right in the emblem, so he was able to save that easily.
Well, we're seeing a great game by Mizzen. He's only given a couple of rebounds up all game, and this is an Aussie kid playing. I think he's playing juniors. I think he's playing juniors in Canada, so against the pro, and he's doing really well. Root stops and fires, and there was so many bodies. I'm not surprising he didn't make it through to the salvo. Newcastle break it in. Boom, huge hit. And Jonathan Ruth avoided most of that. He absorbed it pretty well and continues, and he goes out trying to put another hit on himself and David Kudler. Doesn't quite get it. And it's going berserk here right now in Newcastle. In the centre ice is a dangerous place to be. There's bodies flying.
Yeah, Jonathan Ruth has taken 3 huge hits tonight. He's been able to come through it.
Yeah,
this is dangerous.
Olet. Puck was loose. Body streaming towards the net, but it's been sent outside, and players quickly disperse to try and get some space between themselves and their goalie Mizzen. Newcastle defence frantic here, and 2 players slide into the boards.
You can tell us the last 5 minutes of the game, Peter. Everyone has really lifted the pace.
They have.
Oh,
stolen. Chance for Olet. Shoots. Scores! Thunder up 2-1. You could see the pressure building.
And the Thunder just kept putting the pressure on. And when you have to defend that long in your own zone, and the way the Northstars are getting up off the ice now, you can tell they're absolutely exhausted. Unfortunately, bad things like that are going to happen. The good thing is the Northstars have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to get the goal back. And there's a talent in this team to be able to do that easily.
Good to see a change of goalies, or no, someone has had to go back to the bench for some reason.
I think he was happy, Peter. He was sharing the happiness.
He's got a Carlton stick on the back of his helmet.
He does too. Trust you to notice that. Well done.
Oh, it's right in front of me. Another chance for the Thunder. Wallet. And that's a whistle, so
there's
offside. Stop offside.
Yeah, the play made by Lindsay there just to slow it down slightly, which was enough to make him go offside. So
Bro was getting ready to fire that one off to try and seal the deal, but the whistle had already blown, and justifiably just outside the Newcastle defensive zone. And Wickway says, back boys, go further back. With some shoulder shrugging by the players who don't really want to comply. And that's tossed into the zone by Punler. Newcastle have possession at the moment though. And of course, at this point, Thunder are happy to play a defensive game. A quick shot on net by Morantz, and that results in a stop of play when DeSalvo grabs it.
Good hockey play there by Morantz. It was low and across the goaltender, and McEwen was coming in hard on the back door. So if there's any kind of rebound off that, it could have been very easily 2-all. So really good hockey play.
And if not, they've got an offensive zone face-off.
Yep.
Which they have right now. 4:17 left in the game.
Coach Petrie is arguing that the referee still had his hand up, so they were allowed to make a change, but the referee is saying, I'm sorry, you didn't. And it's good to have this conversation with the referee because it gives the import line for the Northstars, their number 1 line, an opportunity to have a bit of a catch their breath, and I would suggest that that might be a possibility as to why Coach Petrie has decided to have this conversation with the referee.
Coach tactics.
No, it's clever. And this number 1 line for the Northstars needs it. They've played a lot of minutes tonight. And they did look very tired at the end of that last goal.
Well,
scored by the Thunder.
Thunder too have had quite a lot. They've been trying to match lines, I think, for the most part. We've seen a lot of Valette, Bernard, and Bro. And those guys are all on the ice at the moment.
Good face-off win again.
Pullen. Quick shot, saved by DeSalvo. I don't know if he saw it all the way, but he saw enough and stopped it. Kewen. Down with Morantz, these two buddies from Alberta. Across the ice, across the ice in front of the net, across the crease. But Kewen was bumped and couldn't get a touch on it, so Thunder defence doing a good job there. Valette, bit of a drag, gets a shot away. It was an acute angle, and Mizzen has it, and he'll stop the puck with 3:46 left in the game.
And nice save there by Nick Mizzen. He's staying focused, even after that getting railroaded a few minutes ago. He stayed very, very focused so far. I like the way, again, we talked about it before, I like the way he's played tonight. He's been following the puck, he's been strong, solid, square to it. His glove's been on fire, so he's had a great game.
Back underway. Newcastle not breaking out cleanly. Jonathan Ruth has to gather it in, and now comes Malloy. He pushes it forward and he goes through some skates, but DeSalvo has the puck and he'll hand it off to his D-man. This is David Kudler. Pressure here from Jonathan Ruth.
Good pressure.
Good pressure. He's been a hard worker. He's been in Australia for a number of years now, I think maybe up to close to 10. There's a young family on the Central Coast. Bro, cuts that off. Opportunity. Scores! Top corner. Thunder up 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, the clearance pass there from Malloy didn't get out, and the Thunder were able to snaffle that and come in hard. And again, just after, and I've got to stop doing this, just after talking about how good Nick Mizzen's glove was, bingo, over the glove it goes in the net.
It was a good shot. It was a really whipped shot there into the top corner. And he had the momentum, speed, and Nick was forced to move, and that's all it took. In it goes. 3-1 lead for the Thunder. We've just got 3:06 left, so tough call for the Northstars against DeSalvo, that's for sure.
Well, they're going to have to start pushing back, and they have to start pushing back hard. They have to go to the puck and put all the pressure on the Thunder. If otherwise they let the Thunder skate, then there'll be no pressure on them and they can get away with this game.
Hazelhurst happy to waste time. And that's quick thinking by the D-man there. Every second ticking away is less opportunity for the Northstars. We're down by 2. Lindsay can't get through the traffic jam in centre ice. Bullet tries to go outside inside and doesn't, but the Newcastle Northstars are jammed up in front of Nick Mizzen, and the puck will squirt loose, and this is all good for the Thunder. Lots of possession. Newcastle being frustrated here.
What a great pass that was up through the middle.
Right up the middle line and straight to the stick. Newcastle trying to break out. They got the right wing. Going wide. Shake off a hit. Lindsay gets a stick on it. And not kept in by Harcharik, who is under pressure with 2 white jerseys. Trying to cut him off. He'll slip to skate back and retrieve that puck. He's given up to Lyndon Lodge. He'll try to go in front, but Mizzen has it. We've got 1:49 left in the game.
That was great puck skill there by Harcharik. I mean, that puck was actually outside the playing surface, and he managed to knock it back in again. Unfortunately, it went to a Thunder player, but when you see skill like that, you know these guys can play on.
He's got stick handling skills, that's for sure. From Iowa. So he started in street hockey. Newcastle unable to break out cleanly, and they've lost the puck to the Thunder, who will dump it in. Newcastle get it back, but of course Jeff Scott's fallen over pretty hard there. He's all right.
He's all right.
You do find a couple of divots sometimes in the ice. There was one that took out a player last week in Sydney. It was your boy Matt. Actually, no, he got taken out with a penalty. One of the Ice Dogs players hit it, and they thought it was a trip, but it was actually a hole in the ice, which they had to fix. So that was just unfortunate. It happens. Into the zone. Some traffic there. Chance for Minwari. Oh, Harcharik. He can't get it off. And we've got 1 minute to go. Bro into the zone. Quick shot. Save, but it's a rebound, but picked up by the Northstars.
Here we go.
We're going to fall a Thunder player this time. Up quickly and scooting after the puck is Dave Kudler. He's okay. Tim Stanger wants a birthday goal. right in front. He's battling his Kudla in front of the net, just outside the blue paint. Happy to push back. These two are going at each other.
Can't shoot it.
Ooh. And that's saved by DeSalvo, who switched that all off and did what he had to and smothered that puck.
Well, the Northstars have pulled the goalie now for the extra attacker because they really need to score a couple of goals now to get back into this game so we can force it to overtime. There's a lot of guys taking deep breaths there. So timeout, I think, will be called, and it has been.
Hazelhurst is stretching the hammies and the groin muscles, which is not surprising. They get a hard workout in a game like this.
Mate, this is a pacey game. It has been end-to-end the whole time. And the speed through the neutral zone has been phenomenal. That's what's created all that. There's been a lot of dump and chase going on as well too. And your defence have got to turn, chase the puck, forwards are coming at speed, grab it, throw it back, up the others. It's been terrific. It really has been good hockey in that regard. Just unfortunately a couple of just little minor indiscrepancies by the Northstars have led to this 3-1 lead for the Perth Thunder. Because obviously they're quite happy to take their opportunities.
They're playing it, to me, it seems like they're playing a pretty defensive game, the Thunder, this year. They're shutting things down. They're a bit of a trap going in the neutral zone. Newcastle have had trouble breaking through the neutral zone into Thunder end, or if they do, they're well outside and out of the prime danger zones.
Well, we have a bit of an update there. I'm sorry, the 4-on-4 and the Bears in Adrenaline game was actually the players that are on the ice. It actually ended up being 2-2, and it has gone to a shootout. We'll keep you updated as to who wins that.
Well, we've only got 32 seconds here to do so. We'll see how long that takes, though, in run time.
Shoot it, Paul, and shoot it.
Oh, that's off. Malloy
Yes.
punt, shoots. No, Kachari nearly got another one, but that time couldn't get it away cleanly. He had a bit of pressure from Woodman. Player scrambling in front, it's loose, and Thunder picked it up. There's an empty net, so while that takes his time, takes a long shot, and it's in. 4-1. That'll be the game with just 10 seconds left. It was a nice lob shot, that. That's really what you've got to do for those long-range ones. If you fire it on the ice, it tends to peel off from one side or another.
And also takes a little bit longer to float down the ice on those sort of plays. And look, congratulations to the Perth Thunder to get into this game. I mean, 4-1, 3-1, true reflection of where they were. Empty net goals are always 50-50 chance. So they've really played well, and exactly what you said before, Peter. They've been so strong defensively and not allowing the Northstars the opportunities that they'd probably like and have favoured in a lot of the other games that they have played this year. And really, the Northstars now being down as much as they are, after 9 games now, they're going to want to start getting points. Otherwise, the season, sadly as it may be, may start floating away from them. I mean, you ain't got to finish in the top 4. That's the important thing. You got to finish in the top 4. Yeah. If anything happens on grand final weekend.
Huge win for Perth Thunder. This is very helpful for them. DeSalvo, excellent, as we've seen. It's the first time we've got to see him here in Newcastle. He didn't play. He's not played here before. He went very well.
946 save percentage. You can see why, can't you?
You certainly can.
Holy dooly.
Northstars, they need to be better. I mean, they've had a really tough start to the season. It will be easier. They'll have lots more home games. They're going to be playing more of the teams that are currently in the bottom 4 from now on. But still, they need wins. It's got to start tomorrow with the Ice Dogs. So if you're able to join in then. We'll love to stream that for you. We hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Thanks to our team. Thank you, Steve.
And Adelaide win in the shootout.
Adrenaline get the win at the last minute. So great fight back for them. They were down 2-1, weren't they? So thank you all for joining into our stream from Newcastle, from Perth, from all over Australia and overseas. And the final score from Melbourne as well, 9-0 win for the Melbourne Ice, a dominating win there. Seems a bit of a dominating win, 4-1 here for the Thunder, but it was close until the last few minutes.
It certainly was, yeah. That's it. It just seemed the Northstars may have been a bit tired, made a couple of decisions that led to goals from the Perth Thunder. So it was a very, very close game up until then. Super exciting, lots of action. It was great.
Well, that will be it for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to stream our Ice Dogs game here at Hunter Skating Stadium.
Cannot wait. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Steve.